It has been burning for 4.6 billion years. Every weather pattern, every calorie, and every heartbeat relies on this one star. Imagine it vanishes, not gradually, but right now, this exact second. No sunset, no warning. The sun is simply gone. For 8 minutes and 20 seconds, we remain in total ignorance. Light travels at 300,000 kilometers per second, but the sun is 150 million kilometers away. The final rays to leave the surface are still in transit across that vast stretch of space. Down here, the sky stays blue. The air is warm. You can still feel the heat on your face. You are standing in the final moments of borrowed light. This delay reveals a physical constant of our reality. We never experience the universe as it is right now. We see only a version of the past, delayed by the travel time of light. When that 8-minute window closes, the sky turns pitch black in a single moment. But darkness is only the first consequence. Gravity also travels at the speed of light, meaning the tether holding our planet in place vanishes at the exact same time. Our orbit is a balance of forces. Earth travels sideways at roughly 30 kilometers per second, and the sun's gravity acts as an anchor, continuously pulling that lateral motion into a circle. When that gravity wave passes, the anchor fails. The sideways momentum takes over. Earth launches into deep space, like a stone released from a sling. It will take thousands of years to reach the nearest neighboring star system. The planet is no longer a part of a solar system. It is a solitary, rogue object adrift in a boundless void. Cooling is a slow process. The oceans store enough thermal energy to act as a buffer for several weeks, preventing the surface from plunging to deep space temperatures immediately. But without a source of replenishment, the heat loss is relentless. Within a year, average global temperatures drop to negative 73 degrees Celsius. The surface of every ocean freezes solid. Decades later, as the planet approaches absolute zero, the atmosphere itself begins to collapse. Oxygen and nitrogen condense, falling as a thick glaze of frozen gas over the silent landscape. The surface of the planet is now physically identical to the dead vacuum of deep space. Human infrastructure fails long before the atmosphere freezes. As solar and hydroelectric generation stops, global power grids face immediate collapse. Remaining fuel reserves are quickly consumed by the desperate need for heat. Photosynthesis ends the moment the sky goes dark. The entire base of the surface food chain dies, triggering a total agricultural collapse within weeks. Accessing water becomes an industrial-scale challenge. With rivers and lakes frozen solid, hydration requires melting ice, a process that burns through the very same fuel used for survival. Permanent darkness shatters the biological rhythms of every living creature. Without a sunrise, the psychological and societal structures of human civilization begin to unravel. Every surface ecosystem on Earth is a subsidy. We are entirely dependent on a continuous beam of radiation from 93 million miles away. As the surface dies, life moves underground. Any long-term survival on a rogue planet depends on a different kind of energy. Miles beneath the frozen crust, hydrothermal vents pump superheated, mineral-rich water into the dark. These vents create isolated pockets of warmth that are completely insulated from the freezing world above. These environments support complex ecosystems of tube worms, bacteria, and deep-sea fish. They rely purely on planetary chemistry. To them, the disappearance of the sun is irrelevant. This heat comes from the core. Radioactive decay inside the Earth generates a massive internal furnace that operates entirely independent of solar radiation. Resilience is internal. Life on a rogue planet is sustained by the radioactive fire burning deep within the core. Scientists study this rogue Earth scenario to understand the baseline requirements for a habitable world. It forces us to reconsider what makes a planet alive. This model of survival informs the search for life on moons like Europa. It is far too distant from the sun for surface warmth, yet it hides a massive liquid ocean beneath its icy shell. Internal heating, driven by tidal forces and gravity, can maintain these oceans for billions of years. We see this on Saturn's moon, Enceladus, where water vapor plumes erupt violently from the frozen horizon. The stars we see in the night sky are delayed ghosts. but the dark, empty spaces between them may hide trillions of sunless worlds where life thrives in the dark. The sun is our local, temporary provider of borrowed light, but it is not the only way a world stays alive.